What's going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, and I come back at you with another prediction for SummerSlam. And of course, now it is time to take a look and turn our eyeballs to the main event of the evening, which will be a fight. It won't be a wrestling match, as Paul Heyman has told us multiple times. This will not be a wrestling classic that we all would love to see it be, because honestly, I think ever since Brock returned, I mean, some people are really big on the whole fighter Brock, and that it doesn't make sense for him to go back to wrestling Brock, but I really want to see Brock Lesnar in an actual wrestling match at least once before he's gone. So I don't know. I think I like the wrestling Brock Lesnar a little better, but hey, it will be a fight, and that's what these guys signed off on, I guess, on the last Monday Night Raw before basically the last Monday Night Raw before SummerSlam. Of course, we had a big kind of a turn of events with this entire storyline. It opened up with the idea of Brock Lesnar wanting to be the #1 guy for the WWE, and he wanted to change the name of the WWE program, or WWE Monday Night Raw program, to be WWE Monday Night Raw starring Brock Lesnar. That's what he wanted it to be, which would have been funny if they actually did that for a couple of weeks. I think that would have been hilarious if they could have, I don't know, somehow worked a way to do that. Maybe not officially turn it, but just, you know, just have an aesthetic feel that now it's a Brock Lesnar show. I think that would be funny and interesting to see. But I guess they didn't do that. And of course, it was then when Brock Lesnar and Triple H feud started, where Triple H, of course, being the COO of the WWE, came out and said that, well, that's never going to happen. You're not going to be bigger than the WWE, because no one is bigger than the WWE. And he told Brock basically that that table just disappeared there. Well, that's not what he told him, but that was a little weird. But he told Brock that basically you're not going to be bigger than the WWE and all. And then Brock attacked him and assaulted him and allegedly broke his arm. We, of course, all know that he didn't break his arm, because if you believe he broke his arm, you cannot get your arm healed that quickly. And they then, of course, went back on it and said that he didn't really break his arm. He just had like a muscle tear or something along those lines, which I don't think you can even recover from a muscle tear that quickly. But whatever, back on topic. Gotta keep our imagination very open for this type of stuff. But then, of course, we had kind of a few weeks where we didn't see any of this feud at all, which was a little awkward, because I think it really kind of killed a lot of the momentum of the feud, because it felt like it was, okay, it had like a really skyrocketing type of beginning, and it was really interesting to see how it all was going to unfold. But then they kind of slowed down with all that, and that kind of killed the feud. I don't want to say fully killed it, but really definitely put it on its back heel, so to speak, and they had to fight back to bring back interest, let's put it that way. And they've done a decent job of that. Of course, in the weeks leading up to SummerSlam, they kind of did the whole thing of at Monday Night Raw 1000, where Brock finally had accepted, well, before he accepted the challenge, of course, they did a few weeks where, you know, they built up this challenger. Is he going to accept the challenge of Triple H? Is he going to do that? And then they did the whole thing of finally at Raw 1000, he's able to convince Brock to accept the challenge for SummerSlam and take on the match. That being said, I think that there was a huge understatement, or not understatement, but just a huge opportunity lost by the WWE at Raw 1000. When I think what they should have done was, when they had Stephanie come out, I think they should have had like, okay, she beats up Paul Heyman, he accepts the match or whatever, but then you have maybe when Brock Lesnar comes out, he let's say they get into a brawl with Triple H, and Triple H might actually start getting the upper hand. All of a sudden, everyone's surprised, and you're like, whoa, what the heck? He's getting the upper hand over Brock Lesnar. And then, all of a sudden, Paul Heyman, let's say, low blows Triple H, which then leads to Brock Lesnar, let's say, beating up Triple H, and let's say they handcuff Triple H or something along those lines, or they beat him down, and then Brock Lesnar delivers an F5 to Stephanie McMahon. And I think that would have been really good, because I think that would have really created a lot more drama and made this truly personal, because these guys keep saying, this is personal, and it definitely doesn't feel too personal, especially when you compare it to some feuds previously where, you know, Randy had feuds with Triple H where he RKO'd Stephanie right in front of him and things like that. So I think that there was a really kind of a lost opportunity there, and I think that would have made it for a much more interesting and intriguing storyline going into SummerSlam. Not only because of the fact that you've got this entire much stronger heat behind Brock Lesnar, but at the same time, it would have also kind of gave Paul Heyman more value, because you knew that now that Triple H has lost Shawn Michaels, of course, in the last week of Monday Night Raw when Brock Lesnar took him out, and now they've announced that Michaels is not going to be at SummerSlam. That really gives a lot more value to Paul Heyman, and he can get involved in the match, which will kind of allow the WWE, without burying Triple H, allow him to lose by having Paul Heyman involved. So now that I've got kind of a nice little built-up story in your heads of the entire summary, let's get to the actual match at SummerSlam. Now, the match itself, I think the way that it should go, again, this is just my prediction, my opinion, so if you disagree with it, I always love to hear your comments and your opinions in the comment section below, so let me know what you guys think, but here's what I think they should do. I think Brock Lesnar should definitely win this match. Two main reasons. First off, the fact that Brock Lesnar has lost a lot of steam as a, basically, ever since he's come back, he was like very, red hot. Everyone wanted to see Brock Lesnar. Let's see what happens. And then he loses to John Cena, and it was a little bit of a head scratcher, especially because he beat Cena down so much, and it was like, what the hell? Okay, that didn't really make a lot of sense. But the other thing is, if he loses again, that will completely kill any interest in Brock Lesnar, because what you have to understand is a lot of the WWE's current fans are younger people, which means that they have not been introduced to Brock Lesnar the same way as the older crowd has. So they are already kind of confused. I mean, remember the Paul Heyman reaction? Almost everyone in the building was like, who the hell is this guy? You know, because they've gotten a new generation of fans now, which means that Brock Lesnar is not quite as well known. So that means that they really need to make sure that Brock Lesnar wins here. And what I think is that he needs to not only win, but he needs to have a dominant victory here, hit the F5 maybe multiple times, and really walk out of here really strong. Or what they could do, second of all, is maybe have Brock get Paul Heyman involved, so that you can have another rematch for the next month's pay-per-view. And then after that, when he destroys Triple H, you could have another feud between him and John Cena, for John Cena trying to save the WWE from Brock Lesnar or something along those lines. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like the video. Peace out.